Chris Paul gets in, another wide open three.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. Phoenix. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Welcome, everybody, to the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. Strange time, strange day for us, strange faces, all that sort of fun stuff. Boyd had to log out because his shit never works when he first comes in. So let's hope that this is working. But Boyd, how you going, buddy? Can you hear us? Are you there? Do you have us?
No, I got you this time. I'm all good. Woo! Coming in hot with the zinger. Hey, what's going on, guys? Bud? Yeah, I'm fucking good, man. I'm traveling well. I've just done what felt like a 7-day week of work. The weekend has just been fucking full on, man. Kids parties and fucking this shit all weekend, man. It's kids sport. It's been
one of those weekends, right? We couldn't go yesterday. There was too much happening. So we decided to go tonight. We won't get as many live viewers, all that sort of stuff as we normally do. But, hopefully everyone's going to listen in later on. If you're on YouTube and all that sort of shit, like, subscribe, do all that. Comment, leave us a comment, leave us a review. I'm sick of reading comments that are just Boyd talking about himself. But we have a special guest here tonight, the one, the only, and we're going to have to tag him in all our shit on Twitter, so that the PHNX guys, everybody knows. But representing all the smoke barbecue, here he is. Ash is back finally. How you going, brother?
Mate, really good, mate. Thanks for having us back. Finally, I get to do a show with Boyd, my brother Boyd. I've been hanging for this one, mate. Really looking forward to.
You haven't done one with Boyd before?
No. We've always been sort of caught each other, or I've been his fill-in basically because they bring someone else in that's happy to hang shit on you. So, I usually get that call up. So
I was going to say the most pleasing thing about you two being on the same show is everyone keeps saying to me, "Are Boyd and Ash the same person?" Because no one's ever seen them in the same room.
I think we have sort of. I've come in late on one with Ash in there. I'm pretty sure I have, but it was very, very rushed.
Fleeting. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So how are you travelling anyway, Ash, flat out with all the smoke barbecue? Tell us what's going on.
Absolutely, mate. Between the full-time work and my little part-time job doing my barbecue stuff, I am absolutely flat out. Weekends are gone, weeks are gone. Kids sport now, it's starting to ramp up. My young fella, he's about to start his first basketball team this week. So he's really excited and repping his Booker and KJ jerseys at training and everything else. So he's having an absolute ball. Mate, hanging to get into a show and have a bit of fun with you lads.
Beautiful, mate. We love to hear it. And Boyd, what the fuck is on you? Why? I've already told you about what you've got on your head,
mate. I wear this. I saw you put it on in one of the shows after I fucking started wearing it. Like you're trying to ride my coattails.
It's not even real.
I'm bringing the trendiness to this hat, and you're fucking it for me. So if you just want to lay off it, mate, and
mate, that's my thing.
I can do my Aussie Blinders thing that I'm doing now.
Fucking God, Jesus Christ, that's probably the worst. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us. I'm sure you've all fucking switched off now. Thanks for destroying the show, Boyd. This week in Suns basketball, guys, number one for me. And, I mean, we played a few games this week. We'll wrap the games up first. 4 wins since we potted last. Utah, Minnesota, Denver, and OKC, all wins. How did you see the week, Boyd?
Mate, I saw it as we're just starting now, right at the pointy end, which is perfect. We've just started constricting that rotation a little bit. So in the previous...
Until the foul trouble today, anyway.
Yeah, bar a couple of little exceptions. Previously, for the previous few weeks, we saw Monty really flexing, get playing up to 12 people a game, and there wasn't really much mojo being happening. But now it's like it's really starting to, compound into this group, and they're really starting to feel each other. Now, look, we haven't been comprehensive in beating these teams, but there's also, I think, we're just sort of learning, how we're going to stagger the rotations, and how, KD's still sort of, whilst he's been fucking fluid, he's still acclimating to certain rotations, I think. We've seen him and Booker be, split up a little bit, which has been, it's been nice to keep that scoring punch, I think. But fuck KD, he's so efficient, so smooth. He's just so fucking, I don't know, mesmerizing. And it's like, even though he's had that minutes restriction, I haven't felt it. His production's just so fucking pristine. And one thing that I'm finding, and it's hard for me to really analyze the game for what it is I find myself watching him. I don't know if you guys are doing it too, but even if he's just sitting in the corner, I'm watching him, and the whole play's carrying out, and I'm like, get him the ball. It's still very new. But yeah, look, it's been really nice. Like I said, nothing really comprehensive, but we've done a job, and we've really knuckled down in the fourth quarters when we've needed to. I felt we've been letting them back in a little bit in the third, but yeah, we're knuckling down and we're putting them away, which is it's a nice throwback to when we were that clutch team, that fourth quarter clutch team in 2021 and 2022. Was it 2020? 2022? We were good anyway. But yeah, look, it's nice to have that fourth quarter clutch presence back. I think you will agree.
Yeah, it was bloody nice to watch today. How did you see the week, Ash?
Really good. I don't think it could have gone any better, to be honest. There's going to be a bit of rust with KD coming back and learning and all that sort of stuff. And Boyd, I agree with everything you said about rotations and all that sort of stuff. That was all absolutely spot on. Like, the only thing I didn't agree with you, Boyd, was you said you find yourself watching KD all the time. I find myself watching the others and how they're reacting to him. And I've really enjoyed watching those guys. And I've even watched, quite a few plays where Booker's just, dumped the ball off and just really taken a step back. And it's been so good to watch. And it's only going to get better now. And the other thing I've really enjoyed was that we're starting to bring TJ Warren into it a little bit more. Not so bad today. Was it the Minnesota game where he lit up a little bit and really done well for us and that sort of stuff. So the bench is probably my biggest take out of the week. Did we have a game, a 3-game stretch where we scored about 172 or 178 points from the bench in 3 games? That's been one of our biggest issues, I suppose, going forward. And to see that was really, really good for me. I think the KD stuff will sort itself out, and we'll start to see some more Suns basketball. I think today was probably the closest we've had Suns basketball for quite some time. And the next few games is going to get even better again.
So we had a nice started the week off with a nice 14-point win over the Jazz. Now the Jazz are tanking, although they almost beat Brooklyn today, who are playing for the playoffs. Outside of Devin Booker, really, KD didn't play against Durant. Outside of Devin Booker, our entire starting 5 were in the minus, but our bench fucking lit it up, which was fantastic to see. Our bench really today, not so much, but this week, I think our bench was the most impressive part of the week, right? We played some really, really nice basketball off the bench. Campaign contributed. TJ Warren's doing some really nice things. We've had Busy coming off the bench and blocking fucking everybody. Busy's doing that well that he's not even on Twitter, but he blocked Boyd. It's been a nice week. KD came back against Minnesota, the Josh Okogie revenge game, and we've just cruised really through the week. But we're 6-0 now with KD in Phoenix. So how's your thoughts on the fact that while KD was injured, A lot of Suns fans, the trade was a huge and utter mistake because Mikal Bridges was scoring 30 points a game, Cam Johnson was scoring 20, and Brooklyn were losing. Is it still a mistake now that KD's back and we're 6-0 now with KD in the lineup and 5 in a row now?
Just goes to show you there's some people out there not as smart as us.
I don't think any of us had that opinion. I did see it sprawled out all over Twitter, but yeah, look, I think we're just I don't know if it's just us, our fan base. It's just very reactionary, very Suns jamish. You know how their defense mechanism.
just a fucking whack for Suns jam while he's at it.
No, you know their defense mechanism. Whenever they want to throw shade at someone for having one bad game, they always sort of oh no, we're fucking just reacting on what the game is, which is fair. It's fair, but yeah, look, that's what Suns Twitter is. Also, social media. It's very reactionary. Like I said, I've said this before. We've been a very spoilt fan base for a couple of years, in especially in the regular season. And we're just a spoilt little kid that doesn't want to give their toy back. When things get a bit rocky, it's fucking tears and fucking tantrums. So yeah, look, Mikal's coming back, so that's all good. It'll be interesting to see what Cam Johnson does in the off season. Obviously, we're not going to have the cap to go after him, of course, especially with all the new CBA stuff. But yeah, it's KD wasn't a mistake. Like I said, 3 years, and he ages like a fine fucking wine.
Well, I hope you've done your research because, as I told you earlier today, we're going to talk about the CBA, and I'm putting it all on fucking you because I've been busy and I haven't read any of it. Off the back of that, particularly the last 3 games, he's come back. KD's come back. Minute restrictions, comes out today. He's good at basketball, right?
Really good.
Good at bouncing the ball. He's good at bouncing the basketball. He's
pretty good at putting it in the hoop thing too.
That's it.
In the hoop thing. Yes. I don't know. Have you seen any cracks, though, guys? Or has it just been you've just been on such a high that do we want to get reactionary about anything? Do we want to hit any?
I think we said it. Oh well, I said it on Suns Jam. Earlier in the week, late last week, whenever I was on Suns Jam. I think the biggest concern we have is whether or not one of these guys gets injured. That's our concern. There's outside of that, I just don't see Golden State. Everybody in the West has to beat us 4 times, right, in a series. Golden State can't win one fucking game away from home. So I know, and we'll get to them as well shortly. Who else really offers us a threat in the West?
That whole we have to stay healthy. That goes for every team, man. Like it's not just us. Like
it does, but let's not shy away from the fact that 2 of our key players have had significant injury dramas over the last couple of years.
All 3.
And that's true. But also we've approached it a little bit differently this season. In particular, we've wrapped them in cotton wool. We've done the whole. We haven't really done not load management. Not after the fact that they've come back, they haven't been like rested game to game. But when they do get a niggle, we have sat guys for weeks until it is fucking right. And I think,
and off the back of that too, the important thing to note is that, and everyone talks about the KD injuries, right? Kevin Durant has not missed a playoff game that his team has qualified for since he hurt his Achilles.
Yeah,
that's handy.
Yeah, look, and look, our PR guys and the Suns have come out and said, I think Monty and JJ, if it was playoffs, they'd be playing, and then they sit for another 5 games. So we're being cautious during the regular season, which I'm okay with. That's why I haven't been sort of fucking shitting bricks. But
that was our problem last year, wasn't it?
Well, we didn't do any sort of resting until the very last. Like we had players probably coming back, still a little bit cooked from injury, just sort of forcing issue a bit, but and that came back to bite.
Trying for that winning season hurt us big time.
Yeah. Look, I just don't think it happens. Bar, a massive impact blow and something freakish. I think we're good. I think we're health wise, we're really well. It's been nice seeing that blank health update sheet come through on Twitter with the Benner health update.
Benner, complete blank Benner health. I think that was our first time today. First time we saw that today.
I've got a couple of good mates that just hang shit on us and tell me that we're all going to break down, and I made a point of sending that to them today. So that was nice.
Gents, who was your player of the week?
I'll go first. And this is going to be my inaugural KD selection. He's had even with the minutes restriction, he's just had such a positive effect, I think, on all lineups that he's been in. Minutes restriction, still super efficient, and he's not like your average superstar that goes out there and plays fucking ISO hog ball, fucking aka Luka Doncic ball. He's out there and he's distributing. He's knocking up 4 or 5 assists a game as well. But yeah, that big gravity switch I spoke about last week has been fucking gold, and you can see it because, like I said before, I've been watching him. And also I've had plenty of bets on him too with his 3-point shots. That's why I'm watching him in the corner as well. But yeah, look, it's KD for me, guys. There's probably you can probably make a case for Book. But yeah, it's KD for me.
Ash?
I would love to say Booker as well. I'm going to go with CP3. I think CP3's week has been massively underrated. He's quite possibly been our most important. His numbers might not be jumping off the page, but I think he's been our most important player this week, as he has, when he's healthy. Really, he's the one that's got to figure out where KD likes it, where Book's going to fit in, and all that sort of stuff. And I think he's done a tremendous job this week in really just slowing the tempo of the game down. He hasn't been trying to rush too much, and when there has been time to rush, he's been really good at choosing his moments. We've even seen him get to the rim a few times in the last week, which is really good to see. And even today, I really enjoyed what he said post game today. He said, I've found myself left wide open on the 3-point line at the end of games. He goes, I need to shoot that. He goes, I need to not be looking for something else, and I need to shoot it. So his recognition on where the team is at as a whole, we all know he's one of the greatest that's ever done that. And I'm going to give it to CP3 just through just sheer as our most important player this week for sure.
No argument there. I think a lot of what CP3's done this year has been underrated by far too many people, calling him washed up, calling him this, calling him that. But the fact of the matter was, at the start of the year, everybody, all the podcasts, all the Suns fans, everybody else went, CP3 needs to start taking a back seat. He needs to turn into what Jason Kidd did, wind it back, give the others the opportunity. He did that, and basically half of Suns Twitter, half of the natural media out there, the national media, everybody else has gone, oh, well, CP3's washed. He's not fucking washed. He's still top 5 in assists in the NBA as a 37, 38-year-old. 37, he'll be 38 in the playoffs. He's still hitting shots. He's still doing all the right things, and he runs and facilitates that offense. So no argument from me there, from you, Ash. But it is going to be 3 different player of the weeks. KD was fantastic, but he didn't play in one of the games. His second game, he was okay, but actually shot like shit, let's be honest. Monty had to pull him aside and have a chat to him. The man of this week, and he's going to get we're going to not pay as much attention to today's game because he only had 22 points, but he didn't even take a field goal attempt in the last quarter, and we ran away with the game.
Book it.
That man right there was our player of the week this week again. The team leader, the man, Devin Booker, was the player of the week. And because I am the podfather, he wins. And whether you like it or not, stiff shit to you, boy.
I like the fact that we can actually have a reasonable argument with 3 different players for Player of the Week. How fucking good is?
Yep, and but I don't think. Let's be honest. I think over the next week, and unfortunately, we'll go through the games shortly that we got coming up. I don't think we'll get to pod again until I'm probably in the US. So we might not get to do it, but I'm pretty sure that next week's Player of the Week might already be wrapped up, and it's going to be the guy who's just ramping up into the season right now. So, Boyd, you may as well lock that one away because I reckon he'll win it next week. So, top 4 basically wrapped up after today. Golden State lost. The Clippers lost yesterday. We won today. We're effectively, unless we lose out from here, we'll effectively wrap up 4th. Who do you want to play, Golden State or the Clippers? Or do you think there might be a fucking wild card like somebody mentioned today in our chat that the Lakers are a chance to sneak in and take 5th, which I get that they've got a soft run home, but they have to win out. And one of the games they have to play is against us. So who do you think we're playing and how do you feel about that for a round 1 matchup? Ash, let's go with you first.
I'm not too fussed who we play. Would be nice to knock a Lakers, Clippers, or a Warriors out in the first round. I've got a feeling it's going to be the Warriors, which will be really tantalising for the NBA media. They're going to absolutely love that one.
It's already all over. It's already all over fucking Twitter. They're starting to say this is the current first round matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably going to stay that way. Having the home court advantage, I think they'll probably give us, a good run for our money. But home court advantage, I think we'll knock them off with not too many dramas. That'll be really nice to put an end to the Warriors dynasty.
At the moment, based on records, we're actually playing the Clippers.
Yeah,
as it stands right now.
The Clippers without PG, I think they might. But look, credit where credit's due. Russell Westbrook's actually been playing quite well for them. But I still think that's probably not enough. I think they'll probably drop back 1 and the Warriors will come up if I was to be a betting man.
So if we have a look at what the Clippers have got left, they've got the Lakers, the Blazers, and us with 3 games remaining. Now, there's 1 win there.
1 and 2.
Against the Blazers. But I still believe that I think the Clippers beat the Lakers, to be honest. So I think they go 2-1.
All right.
That'd be my prediction of them. Golden State have got, and let me just bring this one up. Golden State have got OKC, Sacramento, and the Blazers. 1 home, 2 away. Let's say that they finally win an away game against the Blazers.
All right.
But OKC, they're playing some nice ball, right?
Yeah. I quite enjoy watching them play basketball. I think they're pretty good.
And then they've got Sacramento away from home. Now, based on what they're doing at the moment, are they really going to beat Sacramento?
Are Sacramento going to go into that game fully, kitted out and ready to go? Are they going to treat it as a?
Well, I still think they're still playing for second and third, right? With
Memphis.
So what are they? They at the moment, the Kings are 2 games behind Memphis for second.
I don't think they'll catch them.
Yeah, it's probably a stretch.
Going to be very interesting. That could be a game that the Kings back off on and give some stars a rest. Who knows? It's if you can pick who's finishing where, you're doing better than me.
It's an interesting finish for both of those teams. The Lakers are only 1 game further back from both of those teams, which is just still fucking does my head in that they're even there.
So who are we? Who's your preferences for the first round? Who did you say?
My preferences? He said the Warriors or the
Warriors.
You said the Warriors, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And Gav?
But I'm gonna roll it back to where we were a couple of years ago. I don't really give a fuck who we play.
Oh, okay.
As far
What's
as
it like
as far
out-
as I'm concerned,
what's the weather
as
like
far
up
as
in
I'm
that
concerned,
fence?
when you if you shut the fuck up and let me talk, as far as I'm concerned, we have to beat everyone to win a title. So-
Everyone, as far as everyone,
Okay, you want me to
concerned, we
sit
have
there
to
and
do
go,
that.
all right, you want me to sit there? All right, I want the Lakers to
I want you
fucking
to sit there,
leapfrog.
yes.
I want the Lakers to leapfrog, get into fifth so that we fucking knock them out. Because they're the worst of those three. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes, that's
But
exactly
I don't
what
care
fucking...
because reality is whether it's the Warriors, the Clippers, or the fucking Lakers, we beat them all in a 7-game series. So I could not give a fuck who we play.
Okay, well, you asked the fucking question, mate. Fucking have an answer for
You
the
went
fucking
fucking too far. So I was asking for opinions. Give me your fucking stupid looking opinion, like your fucking head.
Well, mine is a bit of a. I want to.
And
knock
if you
out.
dare say, I don't care who we play because we'll beat everyone.
Look,
after the shit you just pulled.
Well, what I will say is, look, guys, we have to beat everyone. Like,
oh my fucking god!
Yeah. No, I think. Look, I think we'll most likely see the Clippers, and I'd prefer the Clippers over the Warriors just because Steph Curry things, and but yeah, no, I'm actually the same as you here, Gav. I'd like to see the Lakers again because they're fucking, outside the Mavs aren't doing it.
They're fucking gobbing off too. Lakers fans are starting to ramp up, aren't they?
Yeah. Oi, I jumped into.
I saw one today. Did you see the one on Twitter today? Where a Lakers fan's out there, he's spruiking. It was fucking copied and pasted and retweeted and fucking everywhere. But basically, the comment was, I want the Suns because they have no depth in comparison to they've got KD, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Josh Okogie, Torrey Craig against LeBron, AD, Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We've got Jared Vanderbilt and fucking Rui.
He didn't even mention Jared Vanderbilt. He only mentioned Rui Hachimura.
We've got there was another. It could have been a different one.
Austin Reeves. The other one was Austin Reeves. His mention was Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura.
I know. Oi, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's fucking funny as fuck. It's gonna be nice. I'm just wondering who's gonna do the salsa dance when we fucking when we fucking destroy these guys in the first round. It would be really cool. I think I don't know. Did is AD injured at the moment?
No, he's playing. He had 40 today.
Yeah,
he did. Didn't he go down a game or two ago?
Oh, he went down, but played it out. He was fine. But basically, they've got the Lakers have got Utah, the Clippers, us, and Utah as their last 4 games. Everybody else has kind of got 3. The Lakers have still got 4. I don't think they beat the Clippers or us, to be honest. But they'll probably beat Utah twice because Utah are, what are they now? 2.5 or game and a half outside of the play-in. I really can't see them pushing for it.
We play them on Saturday, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. Something like
that. Yeah. Look, I want the Lakers. I want all the Lakers to smoke. All the fucking Lakers smoke. That's what I want.
And that's a problem. That's a problem. If we don't get the Lakers in the first round, we won't fucking get them because they're not good enough to get out of the first round. I don't think they're good enough to get out of the fucking play-in. At the moment, if it stopped right now, the Lakers would be playing the Pelicans in the play-in, and Zion would be back.
Yeah.
I don't think the Lakers beat the Pelicans.
The Pelicans are a different beast with Zion. They're very
Brandon Ingram is turned into playoff Brandon Ingram like he was against us last year. He's had like fucking 7 30-point games in a row.
He's on fire.
So the Lakers aren't even getting out of the fucking play-in. If you're a Lakers fan, you listen to this, fuck you. You're not even getting out of the play-in. And And the other one, Minnesota and Oklahoma City. Who gives a fuck? So basically, you want Golden State, Ash. Boyd wants the Lakers, and I don't give a fuck because throw anyone you want at us. We're going to beat you all because we're winning the title this year.
You want the Lakers, mate. You made a decision.
So we're 6-0 with KD now. We've won 5 in a row. Are we ever going to lose again?
No. Never. ever.
I'm getting on Boyd's back here. Not a single fucking game.
We need to win. Is it 16 games in the playoffs if we go 4-for? Every time?
16 games. Yeah.
So we got 4 games left. Or we got 4 or 5.
3.
No, I think we got
3 or 4. It might be 4. We might have 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some have got 3. Some have got 4.
So we got a 20 win.
Yeah, we got 4 left.
20 win streak incoming to add on to a 25 game win streak. It's going to be fun.
Well, if it's 20 games over the playoffs and so you're 16 over the playoffs? Yeah, 16 over the playoffs and these 4. 25 game win streak. We've done it before.
Oh, we've done it before. Oh, of course
we did it. We did it last year. I don't know whether we got to 25, but this week's games are the Spurs, the Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Clippers. What's our record going to be this week, Ash?
Oh, look, we've just said it, didn't we? We're going 4-0.
I was really hoping you'd backflip on that so that I could abuse the fuck out of you.
We're going 4-0. I don't think the Nuggets are going to be overly exuberant in, they're going to have the playoffs in mind. So I don't think they're going to come at us with a full force.
3 games clear. They're not losing top spot. I don't even know whether Jokic will play again before the playoffs.
No, I can't see him risking him. So I think that's a win. Clippers, that's a win. I mean, just we're taking 4 and we're just taking them all out of the bank.
Boyd,
I'll go 4 W's this time. I'll go 4 wins. The only concern I have is if we do what we did last season and just rest everyone. Well, we get that little break with the play-in because we're not going to be in it. This is fucking cool.
Effectively now, if we win against San Antonio tomorrow, where we wrap up 4th, or not
quick
tomorrow.
Question.
When is it?
Wednesday. I've got us going 4 wins, but if we don't, for some freakish reason, if we want a top 6 finish, out of the top 4, who's your most preferred opponent in the first round?
Sacramento. Yeah.
In the second round, you mean?
First, if we drop down to 5 or
He's
6.
saying if we drop 4 games here and drop to 5th or 6th.
100% the Kings. That's not even a question. It's the Kings all day.
So to be dropping to 6th is basically where we're talking.
So what do you think?
Which I think the Clippers are doing.
Yeah, they're going to have
their loss last night was absolutely manufactured.
You know what? I reckon Clippers do that at your own peril. I reckon the Kings will knock the Clippers off in the first round.
I reckon the Kings will knock the Clippers off too in the first round.
Clippers are fool's gold. Mate, you play to win. You don't pull shit like that. That's that'll backfire on you. So good luck, Clippers.
What about you, Boyd?
Yeah, it's definitely the Kings. Way more good luck.
I don't care. We've fucking beat them all.
I'd like to take out the fucking Grizzlies. If we were to be that way minded in trying to pick out.
But we'd have to go the play-in. We'd have to go the play-in for that shit.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
I don't want an extra game. We got guys there that don't need to play an extra game.
Yeah, I'm hoping Flog gets knocked out in that first round. Fuck, I hope he does. Anyway.
Fair call. Well, as it sits right now, it would be Minnesota and OKC in one play-in, the Lakers and the Pelicans in the other. The winner of the Lakers-Pelicans would play Memphis. The winner of Minnesota-OKC would play the loser of that series. And then the winner of that series would play Denver. So nobody in the play-in is getting past the first round.
Nope.
Because none of those sides... Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I think New Orleans would match up quite nicely against Memphis.
That would be a fun series.
I think that'd be a fun series. But the Lakers aren't... Let's say New Orleans wins, goes through against Memphis. The Lakers win their way through versus Minnesota or OKC, because who cares? And end up against Denver. The Lakers aren't beating Denver in the first round of the playoffs.
Agreed.
Yep, 100%.
Last thing I want to touch on for this week, and it'll be something else I mention later on, but how cool is it, particularly over the last couple of weeks, I think we've seen a little bit more, but coming towards the end of the season, how cool is it to see the engagement of our team with our fans at home and away? We've seen multiple players in the Twitter feeds, everything like that, engage with fans. In particular, one player, the bloke who wears number 1, in particular with the young kids out there. But it's fucking great to, at this time of the year let's be honest, the pressure's starting to ramp up, right? And someone takes time out of what they're doing to go across and spend time with young fans. It's fucking great.
100%, mate. CP3 is really good at it too. Being such a family-orientated guy as well. It is, Gav, 100%. It's really good to see. And, nobody's better at it than Book.
Boyd,
What?
you don't give a fuck, do you? You couldn't care less.
Oh, no, it's cool. It's cool. I saw Ish Wainwright on there. He retweeted I think a dude from the Timeline pod. He retweeted his mental health post that he put up, a tweet. And because Ish has gone through a bit of a rough patch recently, and it's nice to see that he's sort of sympathising with fans going through similar type of shit. So it's cool. It's cool. I haven't been on Twitter as much as I usually am, but yeah, it's good to see.
What are you fucking talking about? You're in that fucking chat group on Twitter like almost 24 hours a day, posting your bets and asking for people to lick your ass. And
I haven't had any takers yet either, have I? I have to fucking...
No, and you
I'll
won't,
be on there
because
for another 24 hours straight until someone does.
No, I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, nobody can tell the difference between your ass and your face.
I got some ass ailments happening at the moment too. If you want to.
Yeah, I can see them on your face. Gents, you ready for a bit of no cap? Ashley, you're the guest. So I'm going to let you go first, because I've got a feeling that even though it's his segment, Boyd fucking has nothing. So I'm going to let you go first, Ash. Are you ready, sir?
Bring it on.
Go.
All right, 30 seconds. Luka Doncic. I've been known to call him the European Russell Westbrook. Clutch Luka is dead. How many times have we seen him miss game-winning layups at the buzzer this past month? How many times did he miss today? Went 3 from 15 from deep in a must-win game. The fans around the NBA are finally waking up to you, Luka Doncic, you European Russell Westbrook fuckwit. No cap.
Well timed. Beautifully done, mate. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Boyd.
All right, okay. Start the clock.
You ready?
It's going to be a quick one.
Here we go. Go.
Fucking King James. I don't even like saying that. LeBron James, riding the coattails of is it Malik Beasley and Austin Reeves, bringing your team back into contention with their win streak of late. miracle fucking healing. Like he got interviewed and went on about doctors saying that I fucking heal quicker than anyone in the fucking world type thing. Get over yourself, dude. You're a has-been hack and you're riding the coattails of
Time's up.
No cap.
So you told me to start the clock because it was going to be a quick one anyway.
Then
you still went over fucking time.
Then
you are, for somebody who created this fucking segment,
I'm very fucking passionate.
You were the brainchild. You're like this is your brainchild, and you have not got it right once. Not once.
I didn't pick 30 seconds.
Fucking hell.
There's a time clock up in the top corner.
If I didn't put 30 seconds on you, you would go for fucking 45 minutes, and you'd say the word that we haven't said yet in this pod, so we're safe so far. You would say that word 14 times.
I don't think so. It wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't too bad. But, I mean, let's be honest. You put no work into this week. Pretty disappointing. I'm going to go with Ash and talk about Luka Doncic, but in a different way. I'm going to talk about those people who sit there and constantly say that Devin Booker is as big a sook as Luka fucking Doncic. Did you not see him again today? Basically run half a fucking court throwing his arms in the air. He did 4 flips just to complain to the fucking referees. Refs, take that motherfucker, suspend him, get rid of him. He's a fucking disease in this league. No cap.
Hey, Luka is sad at the moment, mate. He's sad and he's not enjoying.
I heard he was sad. He's very sad.
I need to take that seriously. I think
we need a 30-second segment just to laugh at where the Mavericks are right now.
I can't.
Like no words, just laugh at the Mavericks.
Just 30 seconds.
Gav, you tagged me on Facebook on a trade to New York for Luka. All that.
Yeah, because I mentioned it last week, right? I said I think he'll end up in New York, and then all the rumors started like straight after, like a couple of days after.
Oh, is that why you tagged me in it?
Yeah, because I said it last week, and you went no. And 2 days later, all the fucking rumors started, and I went fuck. The tag was basically a fuck you, boy.
It didn't come across like that. I thought you wanted to discuss a possible fucking transaction. But no, Gav.
No, I don't really.
You're not.
I don't want to talk
basketball
basketball with you at all.
Wire. There's no one at the fucking front office, NBA front office, fucking listening to your shit. And fucking,
Isn't there? Why are you fucking sending me messages to tell certain people in the front office of Phoenix to fucking catch up and give me ideas? I'm talking
about the NBA fucking front office or at fucking Bleacher Report. Dickhead.
Come on, mate. Fucking hell. Anyway, the Mavericks are fucking shit. Luka has a top 75 player of all time with him, and they suck. Let's be honest, if we rewind back to some of our discussions around trade time, I'm pretty sure, Boyd, you and I made it pretty clear that it wouldn't work, and guess what? It fucking hadn't.
Well, have you seen the stats? So they're 4-11 playing together, Luka and Kyrie. Kyrie 3-1 without Luka. Just Luka alone, 0-2.
That's because Luka's a fucking ball-centric hog who is completely overrated and got lucky because the Phoenix Suns, basically half the Phoenix Suns fucking organization had COVID. Anyway, gents.
I would kill everyone in this room for a drop of sweet beer.
So, Homer, please feel free to tell us anything.
Who do you want to have a beer with this week, Boyd?
I want to have a beer with one of our comrades. Ash, I always want to have a fucking beer.
Ash, he's fucking named you 6 times, and I banned it a couple of weeks ago because he doesn't think about this fucking segment. He comes on, and when he doesn't think about it, he goes, I'll have a beer with Ash.
I always want to have a beer with Ash. And here's the thing. Ash, try and clear up the 29th, mate. Get up here, and we will have a beer.
Working on it.
Many beers.
Oh, yeah, but you speak to me like shit, but I've already fucking confirmed I'll be there. Yeah, thanks. Fucking asshole. Oh, you're a cunt. You're not even my friend. Oh.
Anyways, you want to know who I want to have a fucking beer with, mate?
Yes, please.
Jared. I'm going to Sydney next week. I'm going down there for work.
Oh, my God, it's another fucking shit one.
What's wrong with Jared, man?
Can you prepare? No, everyone wants to have a beer with Jared, but you need to prepare for this show. I'm sick and tired of you showing up and putting no fucking work into what we do here.
I got fucking notes here on my other phone. There's preparation here. And I couldn't think of anyone that I'd want to have a beer with more than Jared, because I'm actually going to be down there. At least I'm not fucking coming up with, the Phoenix Potters, fucking everyone in Arizona, fucking 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, which is reasonable. I did it twice. And once was when it was fucking Super Bowl and we just got KD. And the other one was to celebrate the fact that I'm going to Phoenix and you're not.
You're full of shit. You're fucking full of shit, mate.
I like it. I like it.
Hey, Jared, Jared, for a beer. I don't know how my schedule's going to be with meetings and whatnot. I'm down there for
He's
a
already making excuses, Jared. It's like every time I fly to Brisbane. Boy, do you want to come for a beer? Oh, no, I'll see how I go.
Mate, the last time you came to Brisbane, it was for work, and you called me when you were at the fucking airport to tell me you were coming to Brisbane. The Brisbane airport. You called me on a fucking weeknight.
You needed a lift.
If you rang me because you just landed in Melbourne, I'd fucking come meet you.
And what did I offer you?
That's the difference between me and you.
What did I offer you? I said, do you need to be chauffeured around anywhere, mate? Do you need me to take you anywhere? He said, nah, I'm all sorted. I'm with my work.
I said, I'm good for now. Just get out and come and have a beer with me tonight. And you didn't show up.
I couldn't.
No, that's right. Ash, who do you want to have a beer with?
I'll put a little bit more thought into it, although I would love to have a beer with Hump. I'd probably like to do a little bit more than have a beer with the bloke. But let's move on. I want to have a beer with Sam Presti and all of the OKC execs and coaches. I don't know if anybody saw the little gesture that they done today. They left Monty's assistant coach's seat clear so that nobody could sit in it as a little tribute to Monty's wife, who was her anniversary of her passing back 2016. It was an absolute class move by Sam Presti and the crew down there.
And it was her birthday today too.
Yeah.
Was it her birthday or was it her?
Yeah,
her birthday.
It was her birthday as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't the anniversary of her passing. It was the birthday. So, absolutely class move by the OKC crew. And yeah, I tip my cap to them. That's sensational. I'll not have a beer with them.
It's really good to see when teams do that. And look, let's give the NBA teams credit. They do that quite well. Right across the board, they do that quite well.
OKC's a real class outfit, like as an organisation.
They really are, aren't they?
They gave CP3, autonomy to choose where he wanted to go, and just made it happen. They didn't, they do all the right things by their personnel, and even past personnel, as we saw today. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a beer with Devin Booker because I don't think any of us have ever said Devin Booker for having a beer with. But the class he has shown over the last couple of weeks with what he's done with fans and, let's be honest, who the person is as a whole, with his charity work, everything else, just the more I read about this guy, the more that you have to have respect for him. And it makes me so fucking mad that everybody. One of the tweets before the game today was about the fact that he got booed almost as loud as Kevin Durant in the intros. What the fuck has Devin Booker done to any of these teams in the NBA that he deserves the disrespect he gets? There's teams that put up wrong photos of him in fucking photo packages. There's the dude. He's a good dude, right?
They're scared of him, man.
Because he's absolutely fucking torched them time after time again, and he's going to keep doing it.
He's a silent assassin. What I liked, one thing about Book's game today is even when he wasn't, taking it, he wasn't taking silly shots and whatnot. But he distributed the ball really well. He fucking racked them
Had
assists.
10 assists. Yeah.
10 assists, yeah.
I think he had 10 and CP3 had 3. CP3 got back in the gist of it in the fourth, but I really liked to see. I liked it that he wasn't one dimensional and just providing, buckets, and he just really switched on. He's like
CP3 had 8 assists today, mate.
8 assists, yeah, but he had 3 coming into the fourth, and then he piled on 5 in the one quarter, which was cool. But yeah, Booker just switched it on like that. He's like, I'm going to be the best fucking distributor on this court right now, and he fucking did it. And he got other people going. It was nice. It was nice, very nice.
It was nice. It was nice.
He wasn't out of fucking fighters. That's for fucking sure.
That's exactly right. I got a warning from YouTube for that.
Time for the flog of the week, and trust me, they are ugly, very unattractive. Google their face when you're done here.
Who's your flog of the week, Ash?
The biggest towel-waving flog in the NBA, who happens to play for the Milwaukee Bucks and might be the brother of their megastar, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. You are an absolute flog. 40 points down, come onto the court like a fucking hero, headbutting Blake Griffin. Just stick the waving towels, you fucking idiot. And on top of that, just collect your $1.5 million. It's a little charity for having your brother at their organisation. We all know that the only reason you're fucking there. So enjoy waving towels through the playoffs, you fucking peanut.
Boyd, who's your flog of the week?
My flog, it's going to Draymond Green. And it's because he had this funny little fucking spaz out over nothing. And he said it was to get the Warriors going again. And, I mean, they did end up winning the game, but, like, fuck, man. It wasn't cockhead things like that. Like, they should have ejected him straight up, just fucking making a mountain out of a molehill. It's things like that I just don't fucking like. Like, you never see that shit on the Suns, on a team like ours. And I wouldn't like it if I did see it. But yeah, did you guys see that? Who was it against? It was I can't remember. But he's jumping up and down, not really talking to anyone, but just being in a fucking flog. Anyway, Dre.
Fair enough.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks. Just something. Not really. I was just going to say it's just something else you fucking haven't gone and researched and just made up on the spot at the end of the show.
All right, Gav, what's yours? Can't wait for this. Fucking...
Yeah, this better be good, Gav. This better be good.
It better be good. It better be real good. You cock.
I had one, and now I've forgotten because you fucking.
You're so prepared. You fucking.
I wanted to give you something. That's all. Do you feel better about yourself now?
Well, slim pickings, mate. There's not much you can give to me about my shortcomings. I'm as prepared as I ever been.
I had a close second, Gav. Do you want to take my second? I had Rudy Gobert. He was he's been.
Yes, that's yes. Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the great. How was he second? He should have been your first. Rudy Gobert is the biggest fucking flog in the NBA. Oh, it's clear that the NBA referees are cheating for the Phoenix Suns and the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. Rudy,
and I should have dunked the ball.
Rudy, three of the fucking 4 sides you mentioned are in the bottom 4 for fouls fucking in the NBA. For fouls received.
There's a really good reason they lost the war.
Rudy, seriously, dude. If you are gonna throw shit out there, at least get fucking close. Because you sat there and went after the Suns game that the NBA referees and the NBA are cheating for the Suns to make the playoffs. Dude, have we even won a free throw fucking count this year? because we sure as shit didn't win it against Minnesota.
Yeah, no, we're right at the bottom, guys, in that
We're
regard.
bottom 4. We're not the bottom.
Third we were, yeah.
And the worst thing is that free throw differential. I think the Suns are like 4th last. The Warriors are like 3rd last or 2nd last. I get it. The Lakers are on top, but 2 of the 3 sides you mentioned, dude, are like bottom 4, and Minnesota are like 10th or 12th or some shit like that. Like, come on, man.
Stick to eating
The
cheese.
fuck are you talking about?
Are we going to talk about
Before we go ahead, I did promise Boyd a little bit of platform here, so I wanted to do it now. I did wait a bit long because I was hoping everyone would switch off so that they didn't fall asleep. But this is actually probably going to be good shit because Boyd actually pays some attention to this. But we wanted to go over some of the CBA rumors. I've been really busy, so I haven't seen it. So I'm actually really interested to hear what you got here, man. Give it to us.
I'll ring off a few of them, right? And it's not something that I don't want to go on a deep rant about any of it. Some of it's a little bit silly. Some of it's interesting. But so I'll just throw it out there for general. Just tell me what you guys think of them. I'll just ring them off. We got the players are now allowed to invest in teams whilst they're still playing in team buying organizations like firms who are fucking collaborating. They're now allowed to have a vested interest in owning an NBA team whilst playing on a team. It's a fucking conflict of interest there. Also, they're allowed to partner with betting agencies, not for actual betting purposes, just marketing for them, which is it's a really thin line. It's a really fucking fine line that they're playing on there. So qualifying offers increased by 10%. So Cam Johnson, when he gets a qualifying offer from Brooklyn, that'll be 10% higher. And also the time to match has been reduced from 48 to 24 hours, which is interesting. I do. It's very cool. I like it.
I'm not as interesting as that is. I don't think it matters when it comes to unrestricted guys. The teams already know whether they're going to match or not.
Yeah,
they research beforehand.
But it's a little bit better for the team that's sitting there waiting and has all that cap space tied up in that offer.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun when it was the Pacers.
Well, we didn't tie up their money. We did it within 3 fucking minutes, 90 seconds or whatever. So, but there are teams that play silly buggers and wait until the 48th hour to actually match. And there could be other players that have gone and signed elsewhere that they could have used that money on. So
yeah,
I like it. I like that part of it. So the second round draft picks is one that I thought was cool. So now, previously, if you have the cap or whatever, you had to dip into your MLE or one of your exceptions there to sign second round picks. But now, like a first round pick, you can actually just sort of prop that. You can go over to sign them guys. So that's cool. I like that one. When there's been a lot of talk about this one, the designated max rookies. You could only have 2 on your team. There was that cutoff, and that's why we couldn't. That's why we didn't offer it to DA for starters, because obviously we're going for someone else. But that's eliminated now, so you can have more than. So it's going to be good for teams.
Oh, so that one's gone too. Right.
Yeah. There's no cap
because that was more the issue when it came to Brooklyn, right?
Yeah,
because they couldn't take Mitchell, or if we signed DA to an extension, they couldn't have taken him because they already had Simmons. Yeah. You can have more. Well, the existing rule, you can have 2, but they have to be your players.
Yeah. So you can have 2 right now as it stands.
But if you've got 1, you can't bring another one in.
That's right. Yeah,
it's gone as of right now. And one I want to read more into it. You guys might know more on it. The cap increase. They've gone with a smoothing approach. So it's not going to be like the 2015 spike where fucking Timothy Mozgov got $100 fucking million and like all them fucked
And
up
KD
deals that-
and KD ended up in Golden State.
Yes. So all these, so there's not going to be a massive spike there. I think they're smoothing it out. It's up to 10% increases. So when that new money comes in 2025, I think it is. It's going to be smoothed out a bit, but at least we know what we're in for the following season, so we can plan for it a bit. Hasn't really helped us much in the sense that if we had have got that cash influx, we could have maybe got another decent rotational guy. But yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about the cap stuff?
I haven't read a hell of a lot into anything that's come out about it, so I'm not going to comment at the moment because I just don't know.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, but look, was there anything there that I missed? I know there was a lot more, but I literally
wasn't there something to do with player ownership and
I said that
the weed thing
players,
and
Like it's no longer banned. You can actually test positive to marijuana now.
oh yeah, cannabis. Yeah, that one as well. Yeah, so that was all in the same tweet that I read. So basically, players,
so what's the player ownership thing again?
Well, previously you weren't allowed to be a player and have an ownership stake in the team.
But you can
because it's a conflict of interest, right? Because you about the player team that you own part of, all right? Because there's always going to be that fucking that question of are you tanking that game? So is the team that you own is benefited? So, but that's gone now. You can actually do that, and look, it's probably got to do with it's probably a LeBron James things, right? Because he's the guy who
wants to own some of Vegas, but isn't there a provision in there that even if they want to take apart ownership, the money actually gets held in trust with the NBA, and they don't actually own.
I think that there's more to it than just what I said, and I think you're right. It will be something like that, but at the end of the day, it's still money coming at you at some stage, right? So yeah, it's but yeah, no, the cannabis thing was another cool one. They can now, promote, THC oils and any sort of, they're not testing for marijuana anymore. Cool.
And the other one I saw, I don't know whether you mentioned it because I wasn't fully paying attention. I had other things going on. Luxury tax teams above a second apron will not be allowed to send cash in deals.
Or sign
or they trade first round picks 7 years in advance or sign players in the buyout market.
So what they're basically stripping them. If you hit that second apron, you can't use, because previously, if you're below that or still over, you could use your MLE and shit. But now they've got that second line in the sand, and they strip all this shit off. So it's going to be, and we'll talk.
So at the moment, at the second apron, it's Golden State, the Lakers.
Are we there?
And one other team? I don't think we're there yet.
No, not yet.
Isn't it the Clippers?
But we're kind of looking like we will be.
Yes. Yeah. So look, hey, that's
Although we didn't use our MLE anyway.
Oh, look, there's also some increases to what you can sign. What is it? The veterans for? I think it's like a 30. Oh fuck! There's so many different fucking things today. Anyway, yeah, there's some things that mean if you're trying to re-sign a veteran, you can pay him a bit more. Fuck. Yeah. It's only like 1 day, 1 or 2 days since it all dropped. There's a lot to fucking consume. But yeah, it's something we can probably talk about more next pod. What do you reckon?
Next pod or at the end of the season when it's going to matter.
Yeah, when it's going to matter. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
But good stuff. Before we move on to our sign-off, I just want to bring up one thing because we haven't brought it up in this pod, and I feel like it's not really a pod and they should bring it up. I wasn't going to say that, but yes, I am going to Phoenix. Thank you very much. I'm only 17 days away now, and I'll be in Phoenix. But I wanted to just bring up this guy.
Dominating.
Anyone who hates DeAndre Ayton, have a look today at how effective this dude's going to be when this team is fucking fully rolling. If you want to keep mouthing off, you've got fucking rocks in your head because DeAndre Ayton is going to be huge come the playoffs for this team. And today was a perfect little fucking example of it.
I watched the post game pod from Suns Jam, and Voida got on there and gave him big ups because of his massive plus minus. It was like plus minus 24 or something, and he had 8 points, and he was fucking. His numbers didn't jump off the page at you, but the team played the way the team should play when he was on the court, and he made a really good case for backing DA in that instance. And I thought Lissy was just going to fucking tear him apart, to be honest. But yeah, and then I think I started.
Yeah, but I heard Lissy. Lissy turned around and went, "I love it. I love this DA.
Yeah,
I love DA." Is what he said.
Really nice change. He's very quiet in the chat too, so maybe he's a bit upset that he's had to change his stripes. But the PHNX guys, I think I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, but I think that they started to tear into DA, like at the same time as the Suns Jam guys were raising him up.
How can you tear into what he did and what he does for this team? I mean, look, he's the perfect foil for what we've got with DEA and KD right now, especially because Book his distributing is getting better and better. CP, we know what he does, but KD can fucking hit those passes as well, right?
A couple of really nice ones today.
DA is going to be huge, man.
Yeah,
I know.
100%.
Oh, we know.
Gents, it's been a pleasure.
Always.
Boyd, where can we find you? Any last comments?
Mate, you can find me in Sydney next week or on Twitter at Buds83. Thank you to all the dodgy fucking scammers and sex bots who have added me as friends on Twitter. It's great following. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Ash is absolutely one of those sex bots. Ash, where do we find you? What do we do? And make sure you give the business a plug, man.
You can find me on Boyd's Twitter, throwing down sex bod pics and stuff.
And his OnlyFans.
Instagram, All the Smoke Barbecue. What am I? Twitter, I'm Go the Pig, I think, on Twitter or something like that. I've been getting a little bit used out of Twitter because of you guys. It's been a little bit of fun. And a quick shout out to the boys in the Bunnings chat. Heaps of fun, like just one of those chats, with the boys that just build each other up and have each other's back. It's really good to be a part of. You boys know who you are. And mate, thanks for having me on, boys. I've had a ball, so good to come on and have a laugh and have some fun. It's been fun.
Rap to have you back on, mate. I'm a little bit pissed that there's a Bunnings chat and I'm not invited. I have two people who work in my household or live in my household that work at Bunnings. So I get staff discounts, so fuck you all in the Bunnings chat. It was a great show. Like, subscribe, do all that sort of shit. Follow us at Aussie Suns Fans on Twitter, at Aussie Suns Fans on YouTube. We had a ball. We will see you. We won't see you next week because it's Easter. We've all got families where, got to go throw fucking eggs at each other or some shit like that. The week after, maybe not. Depends. I'll be in the US, so it might be a bit tougher, but I'm sure we'll try and work something out. Maybe Sunday night or whatever the case may be. And then almost a couple of weeks after that, it might be a bit tougher because I'll be up in Brisbane for Boyd's 72nd birthday. So, which is going to be a tough weekend.
Over 80.
Oi, Gav, quick question on that. It's it's a theme thing. Hangover. Are you going to dress up as? Who are you going to dress up?
I'll dress up as me. I've always got a hangover.
Hey, I want you to dress up as that fucking lady boy that Stu gets fucked by.
No, I'm really not sure what you're talking about, but I better watch the movies.
Is that because you're dressing up as Stu, Boyd?
I'm gonna go as Alan, but I'm if he rocks up as the fucking lady boy, I'll do a quick change.
I'm sure you will dress up as Alan. That actually fits perfectly because you're a dumb cunt with a beard. Thanks, everyone, and we will absolutely see you on our next pod. Much love. Enjoy. See you soon.
As Chris Paul gets in, another wide open three.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.